So the woods are home to lots of different critters, and these animals live here all the time. We might be walking through occasionally, but this is the home to these different animals. And not all these animals are animals that are going to be friendly to you and your dog. A couple examples would be a skunk and a porcupine, small little critters that you could run across, and you probably wouldn't have a great experience if you ran across it with your dog. One of the things you might want to make sure that your dog is familiar with and reacts well to the command is a command called leave it. And I'll show you how you can start working on that. Come on. With your dog. Ursa, this way. Hello. This way, good girl. So if I've got a cookie in my hand right here, and I tell her to leave it, okay. You notice that she doesn't go for it until I've released her. Ursa, leave it. Okay. If this were a porcupine, sniffing it would get her quilled. Ursa, leave it. Okay, good. So once I got the dog reliable so that she's working like that out of my hand, then I can try it on the ground. So I'm starting to generalize the concept here. Leave it. Okay. Then I tell her she can go and find it. So in the beginning of working on this, I'm making a deal with the dog. I'm telling her if you leave it, you can have it. Now I'm going to change it. And I'm going to tell her to leave something, and I'm going to give her something else as a reward. So I mentioned skunks. Let's just say one of the things we come across on the trail is a skunk. Ursa, leave it. So we've got our little skunk here in the trail. I tell her to leave it. Good girl. And I'm giving her something else now. I'm giving her praise for not taking it. Obviously, if with a skunk, I'm not going to tell her to leave it and then tell her, okay, go take it. So I'm switching the game here, and I'm telling her to leave it, and I'm saying, good girl, and I'm praising her for having left it. Now I want to walk by this skunk that's in the trail. Ursa, leave it. Let's go this way. Leave it. Good girl. Good job. And she comes right by. Urs, this way. Let's go. Ursa, leave it. Leave it. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. So it's important to practice this kind of thing with your dog before you run across a skunk or a porcupine or something like that. And certainly you can practice with a toy that looks like a skunk, but you can use anything. It doesn't really matter what it is you're telling the dog to leave as long as they've got the concept.